तेनू वेख्या तो ये जाना सनम प्यार होंदा है दीवाना सनम। मेरे सीने में दिल नहीं दोस्त, जिगर है जिगर, और वो कभी टूटता नहीं। ना आएगा बबली 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 बबली। लो जी आ गया हीरो। बड़े बाल है तेरे।
नंगा हुआ तो काहे की शर्म, माई बाप नहीं ना कोई धर्म। टेढ़े पेड़ों से कड़क, सीधे साधों से नरम, फन हर फन मौला हर दम।
लगता है तेरी रगों में खून नहीं, रबड़ी दौड़ दी है रबड़ी।
आज सबको दिखा दे बन,
तेरा नाम होना चाहिए था बेशरम।
आज सबको दिखा दे बन बेशरम, दिल खोल सीना ताने बन बेशरम। गाले बन बेशरम, दिल खोल सीना ताने बन बेशरम।
जी आप कौन?
तेरा पप्पा बबुआ इंस्पेक्टर चुलबुल चौटाला, और यो तेरी अम्मा हेड कांस्टेबल बुलबुल चौटाला। ए बबली छोड़ो ना तने।
अरे खुद को तो छुड़ा ले पहले मोटे। सिर्फ चुलबुल नाम रख लेने से कोई दबंग नहीं बन जाता।
हमारे धंधे में गलती की सिर्फ एक सजा होती है,
मौत। मुझे क्या पता नहीं है, पिक्चर में भी देखता हूँ भाई साहब। जल है।
ये क्या है यार?
पैडिंग। लड़कियां करती है ना, इंप्रेशन अच्छा जाता है। आओ
Guys, if I can request everyone to keep your hands down so our media doesn't get affected. Thank you.
2013, we complete 100 years of our Indian Bollywood, our Indian film industry, which incidentally began much before Bollywood, Hollywood began. 1899 is the year that is considered as the beginning of Indian film making, though the first full-fledged feature film was made in 1899, and Hollywood started in 1910. So in a sense, B comes before H, and I'm happy, and I'm happy that this year particularly we have tried to build bridge between Bollywood and Hollywood. Tremendously, and we are celebrating our 100th year of our glorious film industry. We have had a number of screenings here, including a film on V. Shantaram, one on Raj Kapoor, one on Damle of the Shantaram Fathelal, Damle trio, which was a pioneering industry. A number of regional films also we screen, because we see films industry as something that reflects the collective genius of Indian culture, Indian civilization, and Indian thought. Well, one very small point. I would like to see that Bollywood takes over the Hollywood in the next 10 years. That's my dream as a common Indian man. We are 1.2 billion. Our viewership, our meaning in this case, the B, Bollywood, our viewership is 3.5 billion, as against the viewership of 2.5 billion of the Hollywood. We make more than 1,000 films in our country, while the Edge Hollywood makes only 500 plus films. Yet, our revenues are barely around $2 billion US dollars, while the Bollywood is somewhere in the 60 to 70 billion, Hollywood is somewhere 60 to 70 billion. As a common Indian viewer, I would like that considering the talent that is available, considering the filmmaking skills that are there, considering the acting skills that we have, and India is an economic power. So I would like to see how all of us together can take the big leap forward to take this industry and make it much more globally relevant, globally active. Today I'm especially happy that we are able to host this remarkable team here. Well, I would like to, I hesitate to say that it is a Vesharam team. Team which is absolutely talented and absolutely Kapoor family, as you know, has they are considered the unanointed kings and queens of the Indian film industry, and they have made us proud. I have been in Russia and in China, and whether it is Awara Hoon, the tunes of Awara Hoon, or whether it is Mera Juta Hai Japani, they just make people dance and zoom. It's just such a magnetic effect on people in so many countries. Japan, they're mad after the Bollywood films. I myself ran away from my school to see Bobby. That was the first and last film which I still really saw in my life. So I have personally great admiration for all of you, and we are happy to host this important event in this magnificent consulate. Welcome to all of you and enjoy rest of the time. Thank you.
लोग तो घरों से भाग के मोटरसाइकिल में अपनी लड़की लेके बॉबी देखते हैं. So you're very fortunate. Thank you for having this Vesharam team, as you said. When Sir said about the Indian film industry completing its 100 years, I have always known that this is 100 years of Indian cinema. I am delighted to tell you that, without sounding pompous, that the Kapoors have a contribution in those 100 years for the last 84 years. Thank you. It began with my late grandfather, Prithviraj Kapoor. He worked in 1929. And thereon, of course, my father, my uncles, my maternal uncles, my brothers and myself, my nieces and now my son. We are all into this filmmaking family, and thankfully that we are. I'll try and make it as short as possible now because we have a lot of other people to talk and you people as well. Like I said, I'm delighted to be here. Sir, आप तो ऐसी जगह रहते हैं, आपकी consulate मजे की जगह है. I told you earlier, it's a heritage property. I love this. आप यहाँ रहते हैं, हम तो ऐसे ही घर बनावटी जगह में sets लगा के रहते हैं. So, thank you very much, and I'll pass on the microphone to you guys if you would like to speak something. And on behalf of all of our team that we have come to New York and actually to talk about the film, please be we'll be happy to answer your questions.
I'll moderate the Q&A session right now. Please raise your hand and we'll go through one by one for the whole team. We'll start with Renee.
Hi, Renee Mer from ITV. First of all, congratulations to the entire Kapoor family on an enriching and inspiring contribution to the years ahead to cinema and your presence at Diwali to Times Square. I have two questions. How is it working as a family, as actors in Vesharam? And secondly, the dance sequence showed and Kachal, high energy. Tell us share behind the scenes for this song. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. His Excellency, thank you so much for having us. He was also kind enough to tell me that he also saw my first movie. I think he was the only gentleman who saw my first movie. So thank you so much, sir. To answer your question, it was amazing to work with my family. I've always been a big fan of my father, not just because he's my father, because he's a damn good actor. And having the opportunity to act with him, and on top of that, the cherry on top was my mother being there too, has been a great learning experience for me. When we were shooting the song, Chal Hand Thake Nachle, I was really relaxed on set because I was completely aware that whatever I did, however good I danced, if I tried to be Michael Jackson also, I'm sure that nobody would look at me because they would be looking at them. So somewhere, it was an easy time. We're really happy that we've come together in a film like Besharam where there is no personal relationship, as in they don't play my biological parents. We all have come individually as characters because we individually loved our parts. The film is out 2nd of October, so please do give it a chance if you get the time.
Great. And also, just to remind everyone, if you can give your name and media outlet before you ask your question. I'll go to Sudhir and then Jitin.
Hi, this is Sudhir, and I'm a specialist for Rishi Kapoor. What is your take on the remake of the old classics? And in that case, do you plan to make a remake of any of Raj's classic films? If yes, do you plan to have Ranveer as a new Raj?
Interesting question. It's not important what I think of remaking films. I, for one, would not like to tamper with classics. Classics are not supposed to be tampered with. There's an interesting case. They've been colorizing old black and white films, but then the black and white holds its importance by itself. They tried to do that with Charlie Chaplin films.
Chitani Dorani, ABS TV. This is a question for the Reliance team. When you have three of the Kapoors in a film and you have the director of the Bang, how does one strategize around how to release the film in North America?
Obviously, it's a huge film, and we have offices here. We also work with some of the best talent available that works within the Bollywood industry in the US. This film will be one of the largest releases ever done in North America. We hope to go over 200 screens on the 2nd of October. The average number of screens, just to set context, is for a large film is about 150, and for a medium-sized film is about 70 or 80 today. This will be the first film that will go over 200 on the day of release. I think it's only fitting. You have a rising superstar, even if I might call you that. You have his parents who have an immeasurable contribution to the industry over the last 30 or 40 years, coming together with him for the first time. You have a director on his second feature, whose first feature was a record setter. This is a big film for everybody, and everything around it, around its release, hopefully will be big.
We'll go to Ashok and then next to you.
Ashok Vyas, wide angle with Ashok Vyas in the show, and it's a great opportunity to be in the presence of such great individuals, artists, and I want to take like a minute's time, or maybe less than that. I want to begin by sharing the joy which has come our way from Bobby to Kurz to Amar Akbar Anthony, lots of you over to move. Neetu ji, many movies, but quickly from Diwar to 10 Kahaniyan, great performances. Then again, I also saw Samaria right here in New York, and after that, the journey has been phenomenal. Rocket saying to this birthday, amazing movies. So now I saw the wonderful trailer of Besharam. The question I would like everybody to respond, the performance which we see even in the trailer, it says, it tells us a lot about your total involvement. So each scene, the way you are a part of it, that is amazing. It brings us into the fold and it adds joy and memories. So when I speak, I also speak on behalf of generations of my family who have enriched watching all of you, and especially now, we are very proud of you, Ranveer, and I want to clap before you start. So, any tips that Rishi ji might have given to you or Neetu ji might have given to you, as well as all three of you might have given to Pallavi while you were a part of making of Besharam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You made my trip. You know, I think because I grew up in a family of filmmakers and actors, subconsciously, more than giving tips on acting, I think it's the kind of values that they brought me up with. Me and my sister, I think that was what was important. They gave me the exposure of life. They, I traveled with them everywhere. The right Indian values, family values, I think that's what really matters. And I think once you have that right in check, then I'm sure that you can achieve anything in life.
Get to answer. I can't expand more than that. Just the difference is that he was the child and we were the parents.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Tips कुछ नहीं होता है जी. It's just that you bring your child in the right way. Always teach them the right values. Tell him what's right or wrong. Guide him and not spoil him. I think that's very important. Not spoiling your child. I mean, that's it. And I didn't even know that my son would be an actor one day. I just left it to him, whatever he wanted to be. And it's much later that we discovered that he wants to be a film actor. And he said he wants to he came to New York to study. And my husband was shocked and we thought, yes, why not? And that's how it all started. It's just the right
values. He didn't expect me to be a doctor or something.
No, I mean, we didn't know. He never showed any interest. I knew he would do something, he would be the director or something. But it came, he was pretty young at that time.
You have done a wonderful job.
Thank you, thank you. I think that's my biggest reward. Thank you, thank you.
Pallavi, experience of working
Good afternoon, everyone. His Excellency, everyone here. It's so lovely to be here in New York. I think, my answer will also reflect what everyone's just said, because as a family, we all know Rishi ji, Neetu ji and Ranbir as superstars and fantastic actors who entertain us and show us love through the screen. But as fellow actors, they're the most gracious, supporting, humble people who never made me feel like a newcomer in the industry. Whenever I would go to set, I felt like one of them, and if I ever had any questions, they were very forthcoming with advice. Same goes for Ranbir. I spent lion's share of the time on set with him. And again, I think it comes back to values. So it really taught me about, longevity in a career and the fact that it comes with one's values over anything else. So I hope I can emulate that in the future.
Thank you. We'll go here and then Sanya.
Hi, I'm Meekay from Just Punjabi. We were talking about values. So, it's all in all Indian families that all kids respect their parents. But in this particular movie, they are not your biological parents. So how was that part? Was it very difficult or it was easy to do?
And he was abusing me.
I think thankfully we all have, we all are working actors now, and we all have individual point of views, individual choices. And when Abhinav came with the script of Besharam, it wasn't offered to us as a family package. Like, this is a script, and I want the three of you all to be a part of it. I think it was a natural, organic process. He offered the film first to me. I loved the part, I loved the space of the film. And then the other role was actually written for my father, not my mother. It was just one character. But when he came home to offer the movie to him, he met my mother there. And after the meeting, he came upstairs to my room and said, I'm dividing that one role into two people, because I think it'll be really interesting to see your parents as these two cops. So thankfully, I think I was fortunate to, be in a film where they're actually playing characters, and it's not your cliche father-son, mother-son dramas and melodramas and all of that. Yes, the space is entertaining, it's comedic, there's action, there is romance. It's a full-on quintessential Hindi masala film. And having to do that with them was lots of fun, got to learn a lot. And I say this with a lot of conviction that my mother is the best performance in the film.
The first question was for producer Martinera. So what inspired you to approach such revered actors such as Rishi Kapoor and Neetu Singh for these roles? And for Ranbir and Neetu Singh and Rishi Kapoor, what was the most Besharam thing Ranbir did growing up?
Thank you guys for having us here. Firstly, we're missing our director who's back home, censoring our film and making sure that we have our best film for you guys to watch on 2nd October. So yes, basically it all started with a script. Abhinav Kashyap from Dabangg fame, he wanted to do a film with Ranveer, and once he met him, he had a film in mind for him. So he wrote the script especially for him. Then we went back to him, and we always knew that we wanted him. So like he said afterwards, when he went to narrate the role for the one character that we had in mind, which he went to narrate to Neetu ji, and he came back and he said that, listen, this has to be a casting call, and all of us they have to be together in the film. That's how it's all started. It all started with keeping Ranveer in mind. It was bespoken and specially written for him. Of course, and Kapoors, we have Kapoors together, it's a casting crew. Who wouldn't want that?
And second part of the question, before my parents embarrass me and answer this, so I'd rather answer it myself. I think I've always been a very shy person. I think I'm a bit of an introvert, so the camera does give me some sense of reason to be Besharam on screen. And when we say Besharam, we're not really trying to embarrass you with, like, I'm removing my clothes or doing something which would embarrass you in front of your family. Besharam means an attitude. It means not really bothering how the world is going to say what is right, what is wrong. It's actually being Besharam in your heart. So don't take the literal meaning of Besharam. It's just, when you see the movie, you'll probably understand what Besharam really means. You don't have to answer this question.
Great, so we have Lavina, and then right here.
For the father, it's what is your favorite memory of being on the sets with your dad? And for you, what is the favorite memory of being on the sets with your dad?
I am very fortunate to have actually worked in 3 films with my late father. I started off with Mera Naam Joker. I played the young clown in that. Then Bobby, of course, and then Deron made a film called Prem Road. 3 of them. You know, I cannot singularly tell you what is my memory of my father, because your father is all about memories. You don't single him for one. He's always there for me in every way. And today, whatever I am, is all because of him. Not because he was my biological father. He was my guru. Everything that I know of my craft today is only because of him. So, I'm sorry, I cannot tell you singularly that, this was an effect. There are anecdotes, yes, very many, small of them, I'll tell you one very interesting one. The last one which I remember was that Raj Kapoor was a colleague of Mr. Dilip Kumar. Obviously, everybody knows that. And when I was working in Prem Road, I had this very introvertish kind of a character, and he always wanted depth in my eyes whenever he looked, at his beloved. Because the film was about actually emancipation of women, reinstating the widow. So there was this particular scene between Padmini Kolhapuri and myself where she's devastated, and I'm trying to, instill some kind of life into her. And then whenever he was taking that shot, he used to always tell me, my pet name is Chintu, so I will tell you what exactly he said. He used to get angry and tell me, Chintu, mujhe Yusuf chahiye aankhon mein. Yusuf. Yusuf is Mr. Dilip Kumar's name. So for, a filmmaker and actor of Raj Kapoor, he immediately wanting his immediate contemporary, I think it was quite, and of course after he passed away, I did tell this to Mr. Dilip Kumar, Yusuf uncle, and he was so touched. And then, of course, I do remember my father when he was very seriously ill, when he passed away, and he was battling for his life. So the last, 1 month in the hospital, and when Mr. Dilip Kumar was honored and felicitated in Pakistan, he came in immediately to Delhi to see my father. I was there in the room because I took him to the ICU, and then my father who was in coma, Mr. Dilip Kumar sat there. He kept quiet for the first 3 minutes, and then he just went on to hold my father's hand, and he said, Raj, stop now playing the joker all the time. Wake up. You got to wake up now. Wake up. And then on he said कि मैं हाल ही पेशौर से आया हूँ. He started speaking Hinko and whatever. I said वहाँ हमने चपली कबाब खाने हैं. And we both have got to go to Pakistan together. So, these kind of things. So, they were so, it it moistens my eyes. But that was that kind of, what should I say? There was no rivalry as such, but, they were contemporaries. But there was so much of love. So, these are, I have these anecdotes, for whatever it's worth. Thank you.
Yeah, Priya and then Amit.
Well, I think I have a part of a question.
Oh, sorry. Please.
Well, on a lighter note, like my father was saying, Yusuf in his eyes, in my real life, I don't think I've ever looked into my father's eyes and spoken to him. So I think the first scene, what we did together, I actually discovered his eye color, because I had to look into his eyes. And there was so much of believability and conviction to what he was doing at that moment in that scene. And it was so effortless and natural. Sometimes when we act, we want to put in so much, trying to over-express ourselves. But I think just the naturalness and spontaneity of him saying those lines to me, it helps actors so much because you just have to react to him and your performance will be good and enriched. So I think that my first scene with him when I had to look into his eyes was really memorable.
Hi, my name is Gina. I'm from the South Asian Times newspaper. My question is to Ranveer and Pallavi. The concept of superstar, as in superstars like Rishi Kapoor, Amitabh Bachchan, and Dilip Kumar. But now the concept of superstars is kind of dying. I mean, there are stars and there are actors, but there are no superstars. Does that worry you guys at all, or that's something that that's like a burden taken off your back, or something like that? How do you see that? And secondly, Ranveer, Bollywood minus Kapoor would be, if you could just put in a blank for me.
Well, I think to answer your first question, the word superstar is highly overused nowadays. I think any actor, new actor, or fairly old, if they give one blockbuster on a Friday, I think it's usually highlighted, oh, he's a superstar, he's a superstar. I can speak for myself. I don't think I have achieved that. I haven't achieved the superstar status yet. Yes, I believe in my talent. I'm arrogant enough to know that one day, hopefully, I will reach that. But I think a superstar generally means who's over the a large period of years has entertained the audience, has contributed to society, has done so much for their country, for a lot of things. So yes, I do believe that the superstar tag might be dying also because of the mystery level of an actor is dying today. We become so easily accessible. We're always on the news, promoting movies, doing endorsements. At one point, like my father, when he was working, there was a mystery level. When the films used to come, audience used to really wait for them. So that craving is dying. So hopefully, I hope, it's a good learning curve for actors of my generation that I think there are अच्छे actor बनो. That is the new superstar today. It's just being good at your work. It's not really playing the superstar card. And Bollywood without Kapoor's would be.
Impossible?
I'll get back.
Thank you for the question. I think, for me, the notion of a superstar is about 100 miles away, given that I'm just starting my career. But although Ranveer's saying that he hasn't reached that tag yet, I feel like I've worked with a superstar for the last 1 year of my life. I think that actors who are not stars are also being given a lot of space in the Indian film industry. And there's no pressure about whether or not you need to be a star or an actor. Everyone's finding a place, and I think that's great that they are opening up. But the adulation given to actors like Ranveer is still fantastic, and it's amazing to see the effect he has on the public. And when we were shooting around Chandigarh and Delhi, so I'm just pleased that this man or any other fantastic actor who is called a superstar has such a big place in the heart of all Indians and can warm their heart through their films. So I think it's a great thing.
Bollywood without Kapoor's would be Superman without his red underwear.
Over Amit and then Rachna.
Amit Khanna, Mera Sangeet Radio. My question was for Sanjeev, but I guess I'll after listening to Consul General Mule's comment, I will open it up. We would all like to see Bollywood get bigger than Hollywood. And Sanjeev, earlier you had a comment at the Toronto Film Festival about crossover reach of the movies, and you made very interesting statement of why and what movies get crossover. So what is Reliance Entertainment, from your perspective, doing, and overall Bollywood to really make crossover movies?
Reliance Entertainment is a studio, and I think that the role between the studio and the creative community should be well defined. Directors, actors, writers are the ones that create movies. Studios such as ourselves make sure that the biggest possible stage is provided for those movies, that they have the requisite funding to be able to make the kind of movie that they want to make, and then once that the movie is complete, it finds as wide a geographical reach as possible. That's the task that we have devoted ourselves to. We are very focused on expanding the global as well as the domestic reach of our films. We are the only company that owns its own distribution system. We do not sell our films to sub-distributors. We do everything ourselves. We have offices in New York, in Toronto, in London, and associations in UAE, in South Africa, in Australia. All of this is necessary because, after all, the difference between Hollywood and Bollywood is the big difference is also one of language. Hindi is a limited language on the world screen, on the world stage, as opposed to English. So you won't find people from Brazil and Mexico coming to you to countries like Brazil, Mexico, or Eastern Europe, coming to you to ask for your films. You have to go to them. That requires management, it requires funding, it requires people, it requires offices, it requires effort. So we are putting in all that. This film will open in close to 4,000 screens in India, which is the widest release that any film has ever got in India. And it will open in 700 plus screens worldwide, of which 200 plus are in North America, which is also the widest release that any film has got in recent times. That is a measure of not only our ability, but it's also a measure of our
conviction.
conviction.
It's the single largest film market for Bollywood, films has done continuously very well in the last 4 or 5 years, especially films with big stars. As far as personally I'm concerned, I look at distribution as one of the key critical success factors for the success of film at the box office. I personally believe if content is king, distribution is God. So we basically want to expand. In today's world, you have short theatrical life cycles, you have a lot of competition, you have films releasing every alternate week. In order to put up good box office numbers, it's extremely essential as a part of an overall distribution strategy. You need to go wide. And that's something, as Sanjeev has explained, we want to go wide. And then this is a midweek release on the 2nd of October. So we want to build a lot of momentum on a Wednesday and a Thursday, and that momentum should hopefully carry forward into the weekend, and overall the film should do extremely good numbers. When it comes to pushing the boundaries for Indian films abroad, I think Reliance Entertainment has been right at the forefront of it. We consider it as one of the most important tasks for a studio like Reliance. We believe stories travel. Films have to have that stage to get the films to travel. Three Idiots was an outstanding example of a film that Reliance Entertainment distributed. And we are still distributing, even after 4 years of its theatrical release, we are still distributing the film in non-traditional markets where Bollywood has never reached so far. The film released in Japan just 6 months back. It did around $1.6 million. The film released in Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, South Korea, and garnered almost over $12 million gross in these markets, which no Bollywood film has ever released so far. So for us, it's a matter of pride that, there is a lot of talk about 100 crore films in India. We have a film in Three Idiots, which with conviction we have pushed. This will be the only film which has done 100 crores only in the international markets alone in terms of gross. So we push a film deep into its life cycle, and Besharam is also a very special film for us, Reliance Entertainment, and we are going to adopt the same aggressive approach that we adopted for all our releases and make Besharam also a really special box office channel. Thank you.
Great. I'll just be very brief on this. This morning there was an article on New York Times, I don't know how many of you saw it. It's about the Chinese influx in taking over Hollywood film market. By 2018, it would have taken over Hollywood. I was trying to figure out how does the Indian film industry fit into it. There's a gentleman called Wang Jialing, I do not know how to pronounce his name, who's probably one of the biggest developers, land, whatever he is. He has the support of the government. You see the kind of theatres they have in China, the infrastructure that they have. We don't have the infrastructure in India as yet. We have a huge population. But where are the theatres for the population to see the films? We need to do that. Here individually we do it. In China probably the government helps you to make those, the theatres. So by 2018, we're the biggest business in the world. China's going to be the country that makes the maximum amount of films and will be doing the biggest business. So there lies the point what Sanjeev was saying, and so we are inching forward. We're not really marching forward, we're inching forward.
My question is for Ranveer. I wanted to actually find out, questions for all of you. Do you have any current plans on working on any future films together? Like, is there a Besharam 2 or anything that's coming out?
Well, nothing yet. This is our first film where all of us are acting together. But like I said earlier, we are individual actors, and when something comes to us, we individually have to like me, my mother, my father. So hopefully, if this film is a success, वो तेरा hit है तो fit है. So if a film is a hit, then और लोग आते हैं, people want to work with you, see you again. So please make this movie a hit, so I can work with my parents again. It's really a pleasure to.
Did you find any specific scene in the film very challenging to film? I know you were jumping all over the place. I just saw the preview, so.
Well, the character I play in this film is a little extroverted. He's loud, he's vulgar, he's over the top, he's a bit repulsive. And that was a little hard to do. It was a little bit of a departure from the other 10 films I had done. So that was the challenging part, and I think, especially in one scene, I had to tie my father up and mouth some words like "mote gende." So that was a little hard to do, but I think he really instilled that confidence in me. He was very encouraging, and we had a great time shooting that scene. So I've gagged his mouth, I've tied him up, and I'm saying all these things to him. But I was really nervous. I tried to do it in one take, but unfortunately we did 2 or 3 takes. But and I was really scared that because he has a little bit of a temper problem, he might. I was very hot and dirty that time, but he was really amazing, and we did 3 takes without him getting angry and screaming. Not at all. I think we made sure that we all travel separately. So I think that's the key of family working together, is travel separately, have your own space.
Okay, go to Monty, then Vikas.
My name is Monty Kataria from Urban Nation. First of all, I'm extremely lucky, and I was actually hosting the event last night at Times Square. I'm so humbled that I got to share the stage with the Kapoor family and interact with Pallavi Sharda. I'm so very fortunate, and my mother is also very proud of me. She's such a good fan, Rishi ji. My question is to the mother in the audience and on the stage today. How do you feel, Ms. Geetha, when you see your son, like yesterday, we had hundreds of thousands of people yesterday at Times Square, and the ladies were just simply going bizarre over the rock star over here. How do you feel when ladies back in India, in New York, do that, scream, yell, just go crazy? How do you feel as a mother towards her son?
Tell me, how does any mother feel that? Heart is full of pride. Feels so proud that is God, and he's my son.
Vikas.
Once again, welcome to New York. My name is Vikas Nagi, and I'm with TV Asia. I have 2 questions to ask. One for Ranbir Kapoor, and the other 2 with Neetu ji and ऋषि जी. रणबीर, बदतमीज और बेशरम कुछ ऐसे शब्द हैं जो अब सुनने अच्छे लगने लगे हैं जब से आपके साथ एसोसिएट हुए हैं. How do you take that personally, and do you think that sort of puts you in a particular genre, kind of a brag kind of a personality, and you know, and sort of the anticipation that your fans.
ये सिर्फ गालियों के ऊपर फिल्म बनाता है.
नहीं, ये मतलब बहुत अच्छी, मतलब मैंने इसलिए कहा कि बहुत अच्छे लगने लगे हैं जब आपके साथ एसोसिएट हुए हैं. ऋषि सर और नीतू जी, आपसे ये सवाल है कि सुपरस्टार की बात हो रही थी और उसी से फॉलो अप क्वेश्चन ये है कि stardom, how would you define stardom, sir? I mean, the press conference started on a note where 84 years of contribution of Kapoor family was talked about in the film industry. Yes, that is true and nobody can take that away. You've seen ups and downs in your career and your family has seen stardom. So how would you define, both of you, would define stardom, and how should one take the ups and downs in the career, and what was it that you'd like to tell to Ranbir and the upcoming actors?
I personally feel the word superstar and thing been coined by the media. There's no word in the dictionary called superstar. So it's just a media-made terminology or say a word. So, and we've taken it a bit too seriously. So that we shouldn't. For me, we are all actors. An actor who succeeds in creating a flutter in your heart, who brings a smile on your face or a tear in your eye. I mean, he is the one who's achieved what he's supposed to do. That's what actually actors are all about. Baki, bade, chote, utar, you know, there's no one in the world, even such actors, who has 100% record as far as, you know, any profession is concerned. Ups and downs are there because we are in a creative field. We are in the process of creativity, and there is no time capsule or time limit for making a film, releasing a film, and knowing that this film will work at the box office. So it's as simple as that. We are just about actors and we're doing our job, what is required of us, and the rest is actually, it's like a painting. You never say how long a painting is going to take to make. You're not painting a wall. You're painting a picture, beauty picture, whatever. So it could take months, or it could just take a day, or anything. So as it is with the film. These are all creative fields. So it takes its own time.
On the Badtamiz situation. No, I absolutely agree with him on all these things. Badtamiz, there was actually a song in Ye Jawani Hai Diwani which the director Ayan Mukherjee rejected. He said that what is Badtamiz Dil? It doesn't mean anything. But Karan Johar, who is the producer of this film, he said that it's a very catchy phrase and it might catch on. So that's why we put the song in the film. Where Besharam is concerned, it was of course the title which Abhinav came with. Like I said, I was mentioning earlier, it's the attitude of the character. But I'm not against it because I feel that things like this, like Besharam, Badtamiz Dil, Barfi, like who names the character Barfi, I think it raises a curious level of an audience. Okay, what is this? What is Barfi? What is Besharam? So I think once the audience is curious and once they come to the theatre and then they discover the title of the film through the course of the movie, it always works best.
So I was wondering if you had any thoughts on her or her performance or what that means to like bring Bollywood to the States.
What can I say? Thank you. What else? I don't even know she's well. There was some racial slurs on her which were not good. But apart that, welcome again. She's probably the umpteenth girl who's been a Miss World, Miss Universe, or Miss whatever. So I think it's a matter of great pride that she has Indian roots behind her. So welcome.
And you too.
If you can get the mic, yeah. So Voice of America Urdu service from Pakistan. Hearing from you when you share the story, it was very heart-touching, and I'm for sure I recorded my audience in Pakistan will love it as well. MashaAllah, 84 years of Kapoor's contribution, and in Pakistan we all love you like anything, and now, MashaAllah, Ranbir Kapoor. Just quick question, 84, Pakistan India was one in before the cinema has started. Now, Indian Pakistani cinema has coming up and reviving right now. And alhamdulillah, right now, the Indian cinema, thanks to Indian cinema, Indian films are premiering in Pakistan in a very big way. Now, my question to you, would ever Kapoor family will ever visit to Pakistan, or if there is a film that will be made between India and Pakistan on a bigger level, will support from India will be there, number one. And if I could request Ranveer and Neetu ji and Rishi Kapoor ji, a small a message for our audience in Pakistan.
You questioned me a lot, you know, so I got to go one by one. You break it down. Now, first off, yes, we did make a film. My father's last film would have been a film called Henna, which eventually my brother made it. We had Zeba Bakhtiar, she from Quetta, Pakistan, who played the lead. And we made the film. The film was a very successful film. And it was welcomed by Pakistan as well. Which is, you know, whenever anywhere in the world, you meet, you know, our friends, our fans of Pakistan, they're always so welcoming. So yes, we can always make out from there. As far as the visit to Pakistan is concerned, yes, Nawaz Sharif Saab, when he was not in power, he was always, I mean, he is a dear friend of mine as well, of the family. I met him several times in England, in London, and always said that you're most welcome to come. We did go during Henna to Pakistan. We shot also for a day in Islamabad. And we have been called, but because of the troubled times in Pakistan, because of the security concerns, they have told us to please wait, we will call you when the right opportune time comes. We will want you to come then. We're only looking forward to going to the place where my ancestors have been actually from there. हम उसी मिट्टी से आए हुए हैं, जैसे कि धर्म भी अच्छा कहते थे कि दो माँओं ने हमें जन्म दिया है, एक तो फिल्म इंडस्ट्री माँ हुई और दूसरी एक माँ की बहन हुई, वो पाकिस्तान हुई, जिसे मासी कहते हैं. तो हम उसी मिट्टी से बने हुए हैं. Yes, we would like to and thank you for premiering our films in Pakistan. We hope to take this forward as well as we can. Thank you.
And sir, कोई मैसेज आप ऋषि कपूर and रणबीर जी?
मैसेज ये है कि हमारा प्यार हमेशा बना रहे, हमारी दोस्ती बने रहे. ये सियासी चीजें तुम्हारी चलती रहेंगी, लेकिन दिलों से दिल मिलते रहे, बस यही अच्छी बात है.
रणबीर, अगर आपको एक मैसेज देना.
Okay, we have time for a couple more.
You had asked about India and Pakistan coming together and making a movie. Actually, I'm a big fan of Mr. Shoaib Mansoor's last two films, Bol and Khuda Ke Din. Oh, India, I think he met me also. He wanted to do a movie on a topic like this. Take an actor from Pakistan, take an actor from India. Unfortunately, the time frame tha, when he wanted to shoot the movie, that didn't work out. But I would love to do something in Pakistan. I would love to come and shoot a movie in Pakistan. I think it'll add a great palette to cinema and of course meet the people, the culture, have the food and all of that. But really thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the love and support you guys have shown towards Indian movies, and I hope that we can reciprocate it by good entertaining films which entertain you and your families.
Thank you.
Are you really acting in the film, or is that really you? In the film, yeah.
As in, am I Beshram?
I mean, no, not just that film, but any other film that you do, is it really you? Or are you acting?
I have just a little bit of my life. I've grown up in a place called Bandra, Palil, in Bombay. I spent 4 years of my life in New York City. I got exposed to different cultures, different people, different life experiences. And acting is all about that. I think everybody is born with talent. It's how you channelize your life experiences to your work. Thankfully, I think I have collaborated with really good filmmakers and really borrowed their personalities. I think it's very hard for me to, how many faces can I be? If I'm playing a part like Barfi and Rockstar and Beshram, Babli from Beshram, how much ever, while my imagination can run. I think it's a joint effort from so many people. The writers, the dialogue writer, the music director, the singer, the director, the cinematographer, all of them, when they all come together, we kind of shape up a certain character and we portray it on screen. A lot of credit is given to the actor and he most willingly takes it and he's very happy with it. But I think acting really comes from the hundreds of people that you work with on a movie, and of course a little bit of your life experiences. I think you just have to be honest. Am I giving too much of a passion here? Because I'm a little passionate about this. So yeah, I think it comes from that. I think it comes from a little bit of honesty, a little bit of borrowing, and a little bit of patient me where emotions are concerned.
Very difficult period when you had a superstar night, there is stars night, not superstars night in Ludhiana. You were there as a young man, and you were friends with Mr. Soni. And if you recall those days, that was a wonderful time. Ludhiana was a small town then, and we loved to have you there. And today, I'm very glad to see not only you, Neetuji, and Ranveer also. I have a question for you. I'm getting nostalgic because so many memories are, attached with that visit of yours. You had been hibernating for a long time. You didn't come into the movies, and suddenly you bounced back with the same Rishi that we had known for a long time. What made you do so? Number one. And to you, Neetuji, you had a wonderful career. You were a favorite star with the masses. What made you sit back and relax and deprive your admirers of your performances? To you, Ranveer, I admire you for one thing only. That's what you did. Yes, you're very expressive. You have done wonders in a very short period. Don't get jealous, Rishi. He has really done wonders. You have played a variety of roles during these couple of years, from Murphy to Badtameez to Besharam and all that. Have you ever thought of a film that would be a dream film of yours? That is a question to you. And with that, I would wait for your answers. Thank you very much, and welcome to New York.
Sat Shri Akal ji. Punjabi, I'm not. I didn't think about movies. मेरा ऐसा है कि मेरी जब शादी हो गई and I had 2 children, I like to concentrate on something what is my responsibility. And at that time my responsibility was my children. So I took these movies like Doduni Chand and Abeshara is after my daughter got married, and Ranveer doesn't need me that much anymore. He's a busy boy. So in my free time, I thought this is the best time to come back. So I could concentrate more and give my 100%, which I couldn't have given earlier. I couldn't even think of leaving my children and going home, work and leaving them behind. So I don't know, just that's the kind of person I am.
Thank you so much, sir, for all your encouraging words. I think 2 films which I definitely don't want to be a part of a remake, because I believe that when somebody has made a film, I don't think anybody can create it again to that level but I think 2 films that I've really connected with, and 2 characters that I would like to portray on screen would probably be my grandfather's character from Shri Char Sudis and Mr. Rajesh Khanna's character from Anand. I really like these 2 characters.
Aji, you said something about, being jealous of my son. My God, a father cannot be more prouder than the fact that this boy, what he has done in his 10th film, in his 6th film, मेरी छाती इतनी बड़ी होती है, इतनी खुलती है बाहर. He's the boy who's taking the legacy forward. He's the 4th generation male heir in the legacy of the Kapoors. So where is the question of being jealous about it? He's my son. दूसरा, इधर. जब हमने शादी की, when we got married, It was a conscious decision that one would be a homemaker and one would be the breadwinner. Fortunately, I was the breadwinner and she was the homemaker. And this was a conscious decision. We wanted it that way. God was kind that things went accordingly the way we thought. And that's the way it is. And I do remember when the script of Do Duni Char, I don't know how many of you have seen it, but when it came to us, and I did think about the fact that Neetu was the right person to play this role. And when we pitched the film to her, she absolutely declined to do it, saying that, no, you must be joking, I've not really worked in films for 29 odd years or whatever at that point of time. But the moment she heard the script, I think she connected and then she was on board and then she did the film. तो ऐसा है कि बच्चा जब भी बचपन में साइकिल चलाना सीख ले और उसने उस साइकिल अगर 30 साल के बाद भी चलाए उसे अपना बैलेंस मालूम हो जाता है. So was the case with Neetu. 30 साल एक्टिंग नहीं की थी लेकिन then once she was in front of the camera, she did her absolute justice. So that was the whole thing. I don't think she wants to make a career out of it, but she's most welcome to as whatever she want to do. बाकी रहा जी मेरे सवाल. आपने कहा कि मैं कुछ बाउंसिंग बॉल क्या बाउंस टू बैक बाउंस कुछ किया था आपने. हाँ यस सॉरी तो उनके प्रश्न याद थे मुझे अपने. ऐसा है कि well I'm an actor. मैं 40 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ. मेरा नाम जोकर को तो मैं गिनता भी नहीं हूँ. 72 से 1972 I started in Bobby. As a matter of fact, today is the 23rd. In 5 days' time, Bobby will be 40 years old. 28th of September 1973, the film released. And what a coincidence, it's Ranveer's birthday also on the 28th of September. So it's an occasion which is very close to my heart. My son's birthday, my first film released on that day. And coming back to it, I'm an actor. You see, हमारे यहाँ हिंदुस्तान में क्या होता है कि basically films are youth oriented. तो आप तब तक काम कर सकते हैं जब तक आपके पास जवानी है या जब तक आप जवान हैं या जब तक आपका दिल जवान है. दिल तो आज भी जवान है लेकिन जवान नहीं. तो I did work. I made about 125, 130 odd films as a male lead, and now I have been working in films the last probably 12 years, 11 years. And enjoying myself. This is the only craft that I know, this is the only job I know, to make faces. I don't do anything else, so this is the thing which I enjoy very much, and thankfully I'm paid for it also. So how many of you guys have jobs that you love and you get paid for it? Thank you.
Okay, the two final quick questions here, Margie and Ritu, and then we'll wrap it up.
Happy early birthday, Ranveer. I'm Margie from Masala Junction, and I'm a big fan of you. I love all your movies. I have two questions. Out of all your movies, what role was the most meaningful? And aside from your father, who's your role model?
I think my role model would be, I have two actually. One is the footballer Messi. I'm a big fan of him. And at such a young age, to show the brilliance that he does on a field is really inspiring for me. And apart from my father, I'm sorry to sound biased, but probably my grandfather. I'm a big fan of his work. I was 6 years old when he passed away, so I think I got to know him through his movies more than anything else. And the role which was most difficult, you said, or meaningful? Most meaningful. I think would be, Rockstar for me. It was a film that I really connected with. Imtiaz is a very fine filmmaker, and the kind of character that he offered me, the philosophy behind the character, I think that's something which meant a lot to me. Which is your film?
Okay, and the final question to Ritu.
Hi, this is Ritu from ARY. My question is for Ranveer. I was wondering, you've had the privilege of working with so many co-stars, female co-stars. If you wouldn't mind answering, did you like working with Deepika or Katrina best? And my second question is, I think a lot of your fans would love to see you in a film with Shahid Kapoor. So is there any collaboration coming up?
Well, I would love to work with Shahid. He's a dear friend. But unfortunately, nobody has offered a movie to both of us together. About your first question, I'll answer this question now, but when I go to India, I'll fall into trouble. So I think with my favorite co-star, female co-star, and I say it with the utmost honesty, is Mrs. Neetu Kapoor.
Very good. On that note, I want to thank everyone here who came out. And first of all, I want to give a big, warm thank you and appreciation to this team coming halfway around the world to be with us here today. Also, a thank you to Savin and to India One and to Mint. And of course, the Consul General. Thank you for your hospitality, for having us. The movie opens next.